And off we go from Cleveland. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They run here with Dowdle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. On second down, Elliott once more. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And after 2 consecutive seasons where he played in just 12 games combined, they're hoping that this is a year where Watson finally shows that he was worthy of that massive contract they received back in 2022. Not that long ago, we were talking about him as one of the top quarterbacks in the league. And if he gets back on track, this team can make some serious noise as the year unfolds.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Watson now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They run with Ford. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. This is Ford. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2nd down and 6 now. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Prescott to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And Ferguson established himself as one of the better safety blankets in the NFL a season ago, finishing in the top 10 at his position in catches, yards, and touchdowns. This year he expects to take that blanket off and just be one of the top tight ends in the league.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Inside give to Elliott. Gets by him at the 25. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 23. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Throwing, Prescott. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Give the credit there to Jordan Phillips getting in the backfield for the tackle for loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Watson. Being chased out left. Shrugs him off. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Wiggles free. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, We should have done better there.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On play action, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on second down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Elliott going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Second and goal from the 1. And he is going to lose yardage here. An injury stoppage here, and oh, you hope this is nothing serious. That's Dak Prescott, who is shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up 4th. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. Remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Now Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, There wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Watson. That's to the former Bronco, Jerry Jeudy. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Watson now to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. Watson looks to throw again. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Hopkins' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Steelers who were able to walk away with the road victory. Najee Harris, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we'll skip over to Louisiana to check in on the Saints at home in New Orleans. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Chris Olave, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Gardner Minshew, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Browns drive about to get started. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Here's Watson. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And Zeke will have a Cowboys 1st down up near the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Elliott, toss right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts from earlier. They have just not been able to match the physicality that this defense has shown, and their lack of success on the ground is a direct reflection of that. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A give to Elliott running left. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Prescott. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Now it's Watson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
To throw is Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
The Cowboys offense and the veteran Ezekiel Elliott set to go to work once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That good for 19 and a first down. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
2nd down and 8.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Prescott from the gun. His throw incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
He's got Njoku over the middle and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Watson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To the air yet again, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. They go quickly here out to Mo. And oh, he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To throw is Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Ford. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Out of the gun, Watson.
That ball caught by his rookie wideout.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taken from just outside the 30.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and
It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see 2 of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Pack.
A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season as quarterback, but Greg just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. He got loose after the grab, and they couldn't bring him down. A gain of 28.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Barkley trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short, no gain. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Jacobs. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Packers.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And some good blocking, springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Now Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Talk about being in the right place at the right time. That ball was not even intended for him, but hey, sometimes better to be lucky than good, and for the defender, not so much.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. 3rd down and 9. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll have more from South America and beautiful Sao Paulo after this. Third and 9. Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That's going to be caught. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Man in motion is Brown. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles, and he is going to have the Chargers. To the air again. Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. the Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion, Reed. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 5. Here's Love. A short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 6. Hurts working in the pistol. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Quick throw on the RPO to Goddard. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Again, Hurts. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Hurts again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Hurts will try it again. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Packers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. But they do get it at the 1. On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. And he's going to manage to get this out of harm's way and bring it up to the 5-yard line. Good gain of 4. On comes the Packers punting team, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He runs with it. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Hurts to the air on 1st down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visitors from the north, the Vikings, who were able to get the road victory. 21-17, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams ready for the 2nd half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Hurts. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and it's going to be 3rd down. Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? the decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Packers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
That one caught by Musgrave, the tight end. 2nd down and 8. They'll run with Jacobs. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Devin White, that time on the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Hurts. That one caught by Smith. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down.
He sets this route up perfectly. You'll see he attacks the inside leverage of the defender, thinking he's going to run an in-breaking route. Then he gets back vertical and breaks out, creates separation, ball's on time, picks up an easy 1st down.
Now a give to Barkley, running right, and he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. Here's Jacobs. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On play action, Love. The right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And now here comes the punt team. They'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley, and he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Adrian Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Hurts now. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Devin White, that time on the stop. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Packers.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. Now Love. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The third quarter has come to an end. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarter
into space. He's to the 40, to the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. A second down throw for Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Love to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On fourth down, out comes the punter. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. A second down throw for Hurts. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And third down coming up. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. They'll run. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second and goal. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. They'll run here. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is third and goal. Now Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Throwing on second down, Love. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Here's Love. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown make their way back out. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. The open receiver is Dotson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Dotson, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. A run up the middle with Barkley. And just a short pickup there to the 35. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed, and he's tracked down behind the line. It is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Now, 2nd and 4. To throw is Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Off the play fake. Here. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Packers going to use their final timeout now, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Going to need a big play now, 3rd down and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They get the W in the first ever game held in South America. It'll be a long but a happy flight home as they get set for their home opener in Week 2. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL.